Hey, it's Rebecca, and I wanted to drop a quick video to see if you have had a chance to check out any of the free Chrome extensions to help with your Amazon KDP research. I will be showing you my top 3 free resources in this video. The first extension I ever used before I found any other options is right here on the Chrome Web Store, and it is the AMZ Suggestion Expander. This tool is completely free. I don't think they even offer any upsells. And once you install it and you go to your Amazon account, it is the tool that you probably see if you're watching a lot of YouTube videos about selling on Amazon, because it is hard to sell without jumping into a free software that's going to help you find great keywords. You can see just in the screenshot alone, as you type in something like board games, Amazon will show all of us, even without this expansion tool, several options that you may be looking for as you shop. In this case, something like board games would immediately stretch to for kids, for adults, for families. So what you get with this keyword expansion tool is all of this extra starting in this red area and going from red, green, blue, and gray to the right here. This entire box is coming from the expansion tool. As a seller in any category, and yes, especially in KDP books, as I'm talking about today, this throws in keywords before, so look for adult board games, toddler board games. Keywords after, so people are looking for board games for 6 years old, and maybe keywords between, so board war games. Where can you throw those different niches into and still hit the words that customers are shopping for? If I head to Amazon and type in coloring book here as a good go-to example, you'll see that right now my screen is a little goofed up because I actually have 2 or 3 too many tools installed. I have to clean them all up. But just typing in coloring book, all of these are stemming from the AMZ Suggestion Expander, and it will tell me, why don't you look for something like jumbo coloring books, kawaii, fairy, cars, reverse. And if I hadn't considered any of those niches before, that's a really good opportunity for me to say, wow, what is kawaii? It's showing up immediately. Let's click through that and see what it is. Same thing on the back end, keywords after. And in this case, the phrase doesn't lend itself much to keywords between. People are probably not typing in coloring toddler book as often as coloring book toddler, for instance. But it will show me another, I don't know, what is this, potentially 50-ish options for keywords that can help me to pinpoint where there might be niche opportunity. So that was my first experience with adding any type of keyword tool to my browser and letting it help me with my online businesses. But now my favorite go-tos are actually both from Self-Publishing Titans, and I will drop their affiliate link in the description below. But what is really awesome about these, and they have actually been making a ton of additional changes and upgrades lately, but I've been using them for the past year. It's been completely free, and it has been such a cool resource. Look at this. You can see that they have over 80,000 users. They have a Facebook group. They've got YouTube subscriptions going. And scroll down to their free tools. And what we are looking for here is this first button for Amazon Search Suggestions and the second one for Amazon KDP Niche Finder. These are different, and I will show you how, but they are made to work together. So yes, I do suggest you install both for your use. This Titans Pro is honestly the software I think I'm going to go ahead and invest in, because I'm pretty sure they are still offering a lifetime access deal. That is definitely a steal. And before I do that, I want you to be able to see exactly what options I have with the free extensions I already have from Self-Publishing Titans. And then hopefully I can go back and make you a before and after video, and you can make a decision about what's right for you. So I'm getting tired of the coloring book example. Let's instead look for something like a logbook. Okay, so if I type in logbook, you can see that with the Amazon search suggestion tool, I am immediately getting this drop down of handfuls of suggestions. I honestly don't feel like counting, but yes, easily the 50 or more that we saw from the first suggestion tool I showed you. And you can see that what they've done with this new upgrade, even for the free version, is kind of this teaser actually, because for the first suggestions, I am actually seeing what the pro version is going to let me see for every single keyword listed here. So if you want to go ahead and just install this instead of the first tool I showed you, you will still get to see all of these Amazon search suggestions. So you will still be able to see, okay, instead of logbook, I can look logbooks for divers, logbooks for diabetics. So a quick difference here is that you are not seeing them organized by keywords before, after, or middle, like we saw in that kind of red, green, blue category system from the first tool. But you are still seeing all of the options to help jog your brainstorming in the right direction. Now, this is what's really powerful here, even from just the free version. By typing in logbook, Self-Publishing Titans expansion is actually showing me that they have estimated a search volume for each term, plus the amount of search results, which is your number of competitors, and they've converted that into a demand score and an opportunity score. You can imagine that that means without having to overanalyze metrics, if you're not a huge numbers person, by using this expansion tool, you'll be able to look through and very quickly say, hey, demand is a green color and opportunity is a green color. So let's take a deeper dive into this niche and see if it has something profitable for me. So you can see even by just this one example, I am itching to see this whole page covered in red, green, yellow, orange for me, and wanting to know exactly what's what. Because I think it's going to be, like I said, cut time down in half and be a big game changer for niche research. Obviously, this is one of the big differences between the free and paid version. You still get all these tools, but I believe when I show you the paid version, you will see that I get all of these colors filled in, and we'll be able to kind of hit the road running a lot faster on a logbook deep dive. So this is that first Self-Publishing Titans tool and everything it includes. But let's see, if I go here to Logbook for Teachers, let me show you what that second extension tool is doing and how it is further enhancing our keyword research. What it's pulling up is this Titans Quick View. So this bar at the top of my page is what this second tool is doing for me. And what it's doing is it's quickly summarizing all of the data for Logbook for Teachers. And you can see here that I'm seeing over 2,000 results, but it is very quickly taking from its own proprietary algorithm all of the data points and kind of combining them quickly into a niche score. And so you can get started before knowing exactly what to look for in all of the other numbers just by keeping it simple and looking here. However, when you're ready to graduate to next levels of in-depth research, you can see the total number of results. So whereas Amazon might just tell you over 2,000, Titans Quick View is going to show you it is pulling up 2,175 competitors. So you'll get more specific numbers here. And what I really like is independently published. You'll be able to see that out of this 2,000 plus books, they're saying only 13 are currently being registered as independent publishers, which would be what you and I are doing through KDP. So that means that a lot of books published under this keyword are bigger corporations that are probably known for publishing in the academic world. The bestseller ranks here are showing you the average across the entire keyword, and the lowest bestseller rank, which is good, and the highest bestseller rank, which is bad. And that will all come in a future video. But as you get more in tune with what those numbers are, you're going to want to see this breakdown because, as you can see, a discrepancy between a low of 4,000 and a high of 5 million is incredibly different and tells us that there's definitely some more to research in terms of what is selling within this keyword and why, so that you're not spinning your wheels doing the wrong work. You'll also be able to see the number of reviews, which becomes important because you'll want to know if people are leaving feedback and what that feedback looks like. And is it on one or two big popular books? Or are there a lot of books that are already seeing a lot of traction and positive reviews? And finally, you will see the prices across that keyword. It'll pull up the lowest, the highest, and the average, so that if you do publish something that's in the logbook for teachers niche, you know that if you are trying to price it at $4.99, you are on the lowest end of the totem pole. And some people like to compete on price, but I personally don't, especially $4.99 with KDP. With their recent cost increases for publishing, you're really not going to make any type of money that way, at least not anytime quickly. So aside from this top bar, which gives you a ton of information already, the other thing that I really like about this Titans Quick View is that it adds these really cool boxes. I call them the bestseller rank boxes, but I'll have to do a shout out over to you guys at Self-Publishing Titans and let me know if this box is called something else, or maybe we can give it a catchy name and that way I can refer to it, because this bestseller rank kind of quick view box above each individual listing is something I turn to every day and am really intrigued by. So I can look at a single book and quickly say, hey, this looks interesting. Things my students said, my quotable students. That looks like a funny, cool gift book that a new teacher would love to have to kind of take away at the end of the year and say, wow, yeah, that really happened in my class. So if I wanted to see more information about this book without having to click through it and reverse calculate the metrics, I can instead see at a glance that it has a bestseller rank of just about 184,000. So you can compare that to the metrics you're trying to hone in on once you do learn more about BSRs. You can see that it is ranking in the top 100 for college and university student life books. So that means you can also get an idea of what category it's in. And you know that this book is considered within the top 100, so maybe you could publish a similar book and get it to rank well too. You can also see how many pages this book is, again, without having to click through to the details. You can see what size it is, so just quickly by scrolling this page, I can say it looks like 6x9 is a popular logbook size. And then finally, this is where we said independent publishing comes into play. You can see right here that this says the seller independently published, and you can see when. I can tell exactly when this seller put it onto market. I can see that based on the timing of this recording, this book has only been published for a little bit over a year, closer to about a year and a half. But I can also see that it has 5-star reviews and it has 107 reviews. So in about a year and a half, this book has sold 107 copies at the bare minimum. And that's assuming every single person left a review. And I think it's fair to say that that is far from what we typically see. There's probably another 20 or 30 sales for every one of these reviews. All of that information I can get by just looking at this one screen, thanks to this additional quick view Chrome extension. I would love for you to check out these tools. Again, I'm going to put my affiliate links to them below. I don't have any of the upgrades for Self-Publishing Titans right now, but I will probably be getting them by end of day or at the end of the week at the very least. So I highly recommend you go jump into the tool now, go play with the free account and see if you're interested and see how it can help you. And when I turn back around and I show you what I can do behind the scenes with a paid account, we can compare notes. So until then, go start on some research, have fun with this tool, and hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed so that you don't miss my follow-up video and more help, suggestions, and strategy about building up your own KDP business.